Team emotion management. Dear parents, while raising your kids, we are with you. House or home makes a difference. What do you provide to your child? A house is just four walls and a roof, but a home is made up of everything else inside. A house may be decorated from floor to ceiling with the finest furnishings money can buy, but that will never ever make it a home. We use home in a more personal and emotional way to refer to where someone lives. That makes the difference. Think, are you making the difference for kids? Home, sweet home, your child's own personal space. The best place is indeed where we feel at home. In a home, you may argue, fight, disagree, but you are still together at the end of the day. You may be judged by your parents or siblings, but still you don't mind dining under the same roof. In other words, being at home means to have your own little personal space among a group of people you care about. What can you give to your child? The more we are in harmony with nature, the greater our joy. When it comes to nature, it does not necessarily mean trees, mountains, and what you have. By nature, it means alignment of the internal with external. And it begins with you, dear parents. Let us have a look at some facts. My desires, expectations, dreams, goals are all inside me. They exist in my mind first, in my inner world. My material wealth, the people around me, my possessions exist in the outer world. The wider the gap between what I see inside and what I find outside, the more away from home I'll be. Yes, ideally, being at home is to be surrounded by people who love you and want you. But that's only half the truth. To be at home is to be free, and freedom is an internal matter, an inner condition. How fulfilled you feel in the world is 100% dependent on how content, satisfied you are within. Same applies to your child. And the lesson begins. Values begin at home. Parents, you are the pillars. Your children are observing you, how you hold the roof which protects your house and making your house a sweet home full of morals, happiness, content, etc. And the magic of togetherness begins. Don't make it a burden. To make kids learn should be the natural process, and it is through your responses, your behavior, your thoughts, your own morals. Can we have a short story, dear parents? Once upon a time, there were three brothers who lived in cottage by the woods. Were honest and hardworking. Every day they would venture into the forest to fetch wood. Later, they would sell it in the market where it would fetch a decent price. Thus, their life continued in this manner. However, the brothers were always sad. Even though they lived a good life, they were unhappy. One day, all of them were returning home from the woods, carrying their bundle of logs. They saw an old haggard woman bent low with sack on her back. As they were kind and compassionate, the brothers immediately approached her and offered to carry the sack all the way to her home. She smiled and expressed her gratefulness while replying that the sack actually contained apples that she had collected in the forest. All of them took turns in carrying the sack, and at last, when they reached the woman's home, they were very tired. Now, this old woman was not ordinary person. She had magical powers. Pleased with the brothers, kind and selfless nature of helping, she asked them whether there was anything she could help them with as a reward. They said that we are not happy, and that has become our greatest cause of concern. One of them replied. The woman asked what would make them happy. Each brother spoke of different thing that would make them please. A splendid mansion with plenty of servants would make me please, make me happy. There is nothing more that I would want, one of the brothers said. The another one said, a big farm with lots of harvest would make me happy. The third one said, a beautiful wife would make me happy. Every day after returning home, her sweet little face would light me up and make me forget my sorrows. That's fine, said the old woman. If these things will give you happiness, you deserve them in every respect for helping a poor, helpless person like me. Go home and enjoy what you wished for. This took the brothers by surprise as they did not know about the woman's power. Nevertheless, they took leave and returned home. Besides their cottage, there was a huge mansion with doorman and other servants waiting outside. They greeted the first one. At some distance, a yellow farmland showed itself. A ploughman came and announced that it belonged to the next brother. Just at that moment, a beautiful maiden approached. The third brother said that she was his wife. The brothers were beside themselves with joy at this new turn of events. They thanked their lucky stars and adopted to their new lifestyles. The days passed and soon a year was over. The situation was, however, now different for Sham, Tapan, and Dildar, the three brothers. The first one, grown tired of owning the mansion, he became lazy and did not supervise his servants into taking proper care of the mansion. The another one, who had built a decent house next to his farmland, found it burdensome to plough the fields and sow seeds from time to time. The third one too grew used to his beautiful wife and no longer found any joy in keeping her company. In short, all of them were unhappy again. One day, three of them met up and decided to visit old woman at her home. That woman has magical powers which turned our dreams into reality. However, since we are no longer happy, we must go and seek her help now. It is she who will be able to tell us the secret to attaining happiness, one of them said. When they came to the old woman, greeting her, each of them recounted how he had turned unhappy again. Please tell us how we can once more be happy, one of them said. Well, replied the old woman, it is all in your own hands. See, when each of you made his wish and it was granted, you were happy. However, happiness never lasts without a very important thing, that is content, satisfaction. Earlier, since you were happy but never really content or satisfied, boredom and misery overcame you and you became sad again. Only if you learn to be content can you truly enjoy the bliss of happiness. The three of them realized their mistake and went back home. They saw how lucky they were to have the gifts for which they had once craved. First one felt grateful for being the owner of a mansion and began taking good care of it. The next one began to plough his land so as to have a good harvest in time. The third one too learned to appreciate his pretty wife's chores in the house and her devotion towards him. Remembering that happiness and content went side by side, never again did brothers take their blessings for granted, and thus they lived happily ever after. Story ends but conveys a lot. Children discover parents' values by observing how you spend your most precious resources, time and money. It is your action that sends the message. Parents, so take care what message you are sending. Values of life we wish our children to have respect, honesty, perseverance, responsibility, acceptance, courage, compassion, cooperation, gratitude, sharing, and much more. Dear parents, you are the messengers of these values of life. You are path establishers. Kids will follow you because they love you. We value you and your kids because we know kids are your priorities. Kids are nation builders. Dear parents, do visit us at www.emotionmanagement20.com because we listen to you.